Assalamu alaikum everybody, we're back again, Mosman Oil and Gas. I made a video on Mosman a couple of days ago, but they released a new bit of news, a new investor presentation that we are going to have to react to. Current share price 0.034 GBX, latest trade price, I think someone must have sold. But yeah, let's take a look at what Mosman have released today. I did take a brief look at the old presentation earlier, but be good to go through it with you guys, see what it's saying, see what the potential is saying as well. So yeah, here we are, 8:30 a.m. investor presentation available. Mossman announces latest investor presentation is now available on the company's website. Highlights from the presentation include independent explorer audit confirms TU gross helium perspective, near-term catalyst, high-resolution 3D seismic survey commencing October 2025 and extended flow test Q4 2025 to Q1 2026. So they didn't add a link to the old document, but I'm pretty sure it's here. So this right here is the report. I think one thing we could even do is chuck into ChatGPT, right? Maybe be able to summarize it, because I think it's quite a hefty report. So we can see here's the report, very nicely made. You see we've got an agenda page, introduction, everything, disclaimer, introduction, overview. So you can see like the Mossman opportunity overview. They got a nice little bar chart. Let me zoom in a bit, where you guys can see, look, market cap compared to its peers. Tiniest market cap, Helium 1, Hex, Blue Star Helium, all these other companies are over the 10 million mark, except Blue Star. Blue Star looks quite similar actually in terms of market cap. So yeah, a lot of market cap to grow for Mossman. So we can see Mossman, proven high percentage helium areas in US. Helium is 100 times more valuable than hydrocarbon gas. Low risk location close to proven high heat percentage helium wells. US assets, Sagebrush, 82.5% interest. Operator, Curtis Watch, 100% interest. Operator as well. And then the Australian assets that we've discussed in previous RNS, they've sold them all, but they've retained a royalty, which is quite good. So they can get some money. So here's the investment case if you want to invest in Mossman. Dual commodity upside, proven helium 2.76% helium at Sagebrush run alongside established oil production 300,000 barrels of oil. I don't know if that's per month or it must be maybe a year. I'm not sure. Independent validation, Sprawl audit confirms the amount of helium that's available. Near-term catalyst, high resolution 3D seismic, extended flow tests, Q4 taken into Q1 2026. Growth projects, 100% working interest at Curtis with 6 drill-ready helium plus oil prospects. Strategic positioning, 14,000 acres in Four Corners helium, fairway near infrastructure. Initial work program supported by US hydrocarbon cash flow. Why invest now? Independent audit, imminent news flow, helium, $300 to $500, MCF, undervalued versus peers. So important to note, supported by US hydrocarbon cash flow. So this is the initial work program, right? So for a program that comes after the initial ones, they may need a placing, but I'm hoping that placing does happen at a substantially higher share price, so it's not as dilutive to existing shareholders. So that's one thing to note. And then we've got a couple of slides on like increasing helium price. So obviously, before it was up to here. Now we can see helium's now between 3 and 500. It's been consistently increasing since the 2010. Sagebrush and Curtis Watch. Now we've got some more information about Sagebrush and Curtis Watch. So we can see Sagebrush's August production was 33 barrels of oil per day. That was averaging. Obviously with Curtis, nothing's producing right yet, but apparently they have 6 drill ready leadable prospects identified in seismic. Ismay all targets being developed. So yeah, we can see a map here. We got the Curtis Wash 3D area here, Mossman Sagebrush North, Sagebrush South as well. So you can see the Curtis Wash area is considerably larger than Sagebrush as well. Next slide here, Sagebrush development plans, goals, progress to Sagebrush 1 helium discovery to early production. So they've completed the audit. The second step is to validate 3D seismics, literally about to start anytime now. Reduce the risk, so that's the third step. Planned extended flow test to evaluate production potential from the existing Leadville helium accumulation, and then develop. So we're literally heading into step 2 now. 3 is going to be hopefully done in Q4, Q1 next year, and then it's over about developing and getting that money in. Next up, we have Sagebrush 1 Helium Discovery. So you can see a couple of maps here in terms of like the well they've drilled and the new well and what they want to drill as well. You can see the similarities between the top Ismay oil layer as well. Next, we have Sagebrush is well history. So you can see it was drilled in 1993. Significant hydrocarbons, 23% for use in power generation and sales, complete as producing oil well. So yeah, this is some like historical information. A bit about the Sagebrush project as well. Oil production, existing oil fields in the helium encounters in the area, stable, long life oil production with low operating costs. That's what we like to hear, that the oil's going to keep flowing and, there's low operating costs as well. And then obviously look at this, the area, Sagebrush North area is a lot bigger and it's not producing any oil at the moment. So, potential there as well. Sagebrush 1 resource potential. So this is the report that we covered last time. Sagebrush oil production and seismic acquisition. Highlights here: 15,000 to 7,000 barrels of oil produced annually since 2017 from 7 wells. Reprocessing of 2D seismic of the entire Sagebrush area. Moderate drilling costs. Midstream and upstream infrastructure available for helium and natural gas. Very promising. Next up, Sagebrush project. Goals of the survey. Better definition, links the Sagebrush area 3D to the existing Coyote Wash 3D, development drilling location for future helium and dual target wells. I think this is what they should have focused on instead of that vector project, right? Like that vector side project, wasted a bit of money on that. They should just focus on this instead. Then acquisition to begin in October 25, seismic contract awarded to Nodal Geophysical. Okay, so we have the name of the contractor who's going to be performing the 3D seismic. So you can see the map here as well. Then we have Sagebrush, dual test well and a single test well, and then a bit of explanation about how the different well tests work. So the dual well test more expensive by 2 target zones. Then the single zone well, so only 1 string of production casing set above, so smaller starting hole, less expensive to drill. Helium separation schematic. If you guys are interested in that, you can find that as well. Then we have helium transportation option. So the oil's been produced since 2017. 3D to image Sagebrush discovery well, midstream and upstream infrastructure, moderate drilling costs. So you can see the Coyote Wash is here, and we have a helium plant all the way at the north here that it can be transported to if they were to find helium and then sold over. And then we have some information on Coyote Wash as well. Project area is considerably larger, 4,320. They've got 100% operatorship, so I'm probably assuming that at some point they'll do like a farm out or farm in for another company to get a stake of it in return for some cash. I think that would make sense. Prospect 6, large drillable prospect identified with 3D seismic. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should that one be 6? So 6 prospects, overlying oil potential in Lower Ismay FN. CS5 is adjacent to producing oil field Mariano Wash. Okay, so 6 holes they could drill. Hopefully they can do that in 2026 as well. Coyote Wash, drill ready prospects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the Coyote South as well. 3-year exploration term, 7-year development term, 100% working interest, reprocess 3D, Ismay oil potential, and expandable to Sagebrush. Great to hear that 3D seismic's already done and they got the drills ready. I think they'll need cash for the drills though. We'll be honest with that one. They will need some cash, some Coyote Wash, reservoir target, Mariano Wash, oil well. This is the one that they mentioned is really close. Coyote Wash is believed to be an extension to the producing Mariano Wash oil field. Sagebrush, Mariano Wash, and Coyote Wash somewhere here. So you can see on the map here, Mariano 1, 40 pounds worth of mold. So you can see it's really close to Coyote Wash acreage. So chances are there should be oil as well, inshallah. Okay, so we have some bit of that. Then we have timeline, project timeline, extended flow test Q4 2025 and drilling 2026. Okay, so where are we now? We're around here. For Sagebrush, the resource is done. Extended flow test Q4, looking for that. Coyote Wash, process map 3D done. IMDA approval, waiting for this approval, and then planned drilling permitting as well, and then drilling test well 2026 2027. 3D seismic completed October. We're waiting for the seismic processing and interpretation. Also should be done in October, November. And well planning and possible farm out. Look at that, possible farm out, and then drill test well, drilling test well. So yeah, it looks like Q4 is going to be like preparing for the big drillings that should be happening throughout 2024. But obviously 2026. I mean, but obviously they will need money. So hence possible farm out is mentioned, which may be an indicator of things to come in Q4. We'll keep an eye on that. Australian assets, they've sold it all, so not too much to talk about. They've kept a royalty, so that's good. We've got an experienced team, interim CEO Howard right here, so that's good. And then top 20 shareholders, and then we got a summary as well. That's good. What we'll also do, we'll try track this in ChatGPT to see what it says. So the Sagebrush Helium project is advanced project ready for testing development. Blah, 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 blah. Helium resource confirmed. 3D seismic acquisition 2025. News flow from Sagebrush Exchange flow test commencing Q4 to Q1 2026. Helium and dual helium production opportunity post seismic. Kyoto Wash has 6 drill ready prospects to add to the area development. Drilling early 2026 subject to funding. Look at that. Well, they're going to need money at some point. First development 2026. Very, very good. That's what we like to hear. So guys, this has been the investor summary. I'm going to try track this in ChatGPT. Let's see what it can tell us. But let me know what you guys think of today's investor presentation. I think it's really bullish. I think it's good. The company is making a lot of headwind. They're on the right steps, right? So analyze the report and tell me the potential that can happen to the market cap of Mosman. Let's see if this works. So yeah, we just want to know the market cap, right? Like what can happen to the market cap. So obviously ChatGPT does a good job in summarizing everything, a couple of risks, capital requirements, timelines in multi-year, regulatory, market cap upside. Okay, here we are. Ball. My estimate, given the large share count and the nature of the helium, I estimate base scenario over 2 to 3 market cap go 2 to 4x from current levels, assuming successful flow test. Bull scenario 5 to 10x if things are very successful, company capture strong helium production. Bear scenario flat to negative, major negative surprise or capital starvation occurs. So let's ask what share price could happen. Okay, this is the interesting one, right? So current share price obviously 0.03. I mean, I don't know why I didn't get the exact thing. So base case 0.04 to 0.06. Bull case 0.1 to 0.2. Then bear case obviously 0.01. Flow test success at Sagebrush. Helium pricing. Successful delineation of 3D site. Managing dilution if further funding is needed. If the company raises money and issues, say, 5 billion more shares, the fully diluted comes 27.65 billion. In that case, even if the market share price is partially offset. So 0.1, 30 million market cap, whereas right now, a 30 million market cap is 0.132. Base case and a bull case. So yeah, we're expecting 0.1, which is a couple of bags from current levels. So yeah, we'll take that any day of the week. We are long term. I've been waiting a long time for Mosman, and it looks like finally with the new interim CEO, hopefully he becomes the CEO, we can finally develop these assets and they spend their money wisely and get those returns. So yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. This has been Mosman's investor presentation summary. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment below your thoughts on what you think is going to happen to Mosman in the coming weeks, months, and years.